Hey folks, I'm finally out here, ready to do something. So it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, but the temperature's nice. Apparently there's a breeze outside. So it's been crazy. A lot of days have been cold, but the days that weren't cold, I couldn't come out because it's cold in the morning and it warms up in the afternoon, and I've been sleeping afternoons. It's been driving me crazy. I can't break that for some reason. So it's 10 degrees right now. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's supposed to be, I think, 17 this afternoon. But, you know, it's going to remain cold in here unless we get sun. It was raining this morning. It's pretty cloudy, so there's not a whole lot of sun right now to heat up in here. But I'm ready to get something done and hopefully finish off my cat perch today. All I have to do is the steps, but I got to figure out the angle and everything. And I know the cat's going to be happy with it because he's been laying at the bottom of the window listening to the birds. So it'll be nice for him because at the moment he's got no way of getting into the window, so he can't jump up that high. So it'll be nice for him and get that done, and you'll be able to sit and watch the birds, or lay and watch the birds. It's fresh air coming in the window, even though the window's closed because it does leak. And we'll just kind of see how it goes from there. But before I do anything, I have a question for all my subscribers in the UK. I got asked if there's a dealer in the UK for the Monster. I know there is because some of you have one from the UK. And if I remember correctly, the brand there is not Hertway, it's TGA. Am I correct? Or is it EV Rider? Because I know there's three. There's three brands for the Monster. So they haven't specified, I asked, they haven't specified what part of UK there is, but any information that you can give me that I can pass on to them if you're from there, where you got yours or whatever, or if there's somewhere they can call to locate a dealer. Because the way I did it originally, when I first saw the Monster, it was on a Hertway website, and I got a hold of them. They found a distributor here in Canada, which is in Quebec. And I called a distributor. They found me the closest dealer, which is in Barrie. So they might have to go that route, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I know it's not Hertway in the UK. I'm pretty sure it's TGA. So they'd have to get a hold of them, find a website for them or whatever, and see if they can find a nearby dealer. So anybody there that can give me a little bit of information that I can pass on to them, that would be pretty cool. I'm not sure everything I'm going to do today. I don't really want to do much outside. I am going to go for a tour at some point, probably, when I take a break. And I'm just going to go to the post office and just go for a tour. I got nothing else planned. Just to get out, enjoy the nice day for a change. I did go yesterday with Zach. He took me shopping, but I was already fighting sleep by the time we left, and by the time I got back, I was ready to go to bed. So I didn't, other than riding in a car, I didn't really get to enjoy too much of it. So I'm going to go out and do that today at some point. But I'm going to start with this, just kind of get things going, and see how much I can get done today. Hopefully I can get enough done that, well, all I really need to, I think I've said that before, all I really need to do is figure out the angles, and then I can take the actual perch part upstairs, and he can use that. The steps are just easier way for him to get up onto my bed, so at the moment he can jump up and down off my bed, as he'll jump up and grab it with his claws and then pull himself up the rest of the way. He's a heavy kitty, he can't jump that high, so, but at least he'll be able to lay in the window, which would be cool. Because it seems like that's what he wants to do right now. So I guess I will pause the video here and see what I can get started on. Hey, can I give a quick update? I'm sitting here looking at my dimension sheet. This piece here, which is this drop, oops, this drop here, this is the height of the window, and this is the height of my bed. So this is going to get attached directly to the footboard of my bed. It'll screw right into it. So this drop here is this, and from the top to this platform is supposed to be 2 inches. There's 3. So what I've done is this piece here, I cut that 2 inches. So it's supposed to be 2 inches to the top here, not this part. So it's 1 inch too far. So what I did was I grabbed a 2x2, and if I match it to the bottom of this, it's just a little over 2 inches. So I'm gonna take this piece out and just replace it with a 2x2. Oops. So it's not a big difference, it's only 1 inch difference, but if I leave it the way it is, then the bed's going to be too high, and it's going to kind of force everything upwards on this end, and it's going to be a bit of a mess. So, oops, I got to fix that, but I'm not worried about that this very moment. The most complicated part I'm working on right now is just these steps, and it's going to take a while because I got to go all the way down. So I'm thinking I was going to measure before I come out. I completely forgot of where exactly the bed frame is. I don't remember how much this hung over it. So I got to move this up, but I forgot to measure how much. So I might not need to. What I might do is the top step, I might just overhang it, so that he can just step whether there's a gap there or not, because if there's a gap there now, that's a big gap. So if I just go overhang the first step, then that'll take care of that, and I won't have to worry about changing any of that. So I'm not sure if, because this brace here was just temporary, just so I could hold everything together so it would stop all falling down. See what I mean? If I take that out, everything just kind of falls because there's so much weight on this one side. Because the pedestal is right here, and all this weight over here is pulling it. So that's why I just put that up there for now. But this was just temporary, just to hold everything in place. So I'm going to have to put something under here, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep this where it is. So I just got to put a brace across here. That'll be my first step before I do anything else, just to get everything lined up. And then I can attach this here, so I know when I put it back together in my bedroom, I know exactly where it's supposed to go. And I guess we'll just kind of go from there. Because if I don't do this now, then when I put the steps down here, I won't be able to screw into anything from this side, because the steps will be in the way. So I gotta do that now. And then when I put it together, all I gotta do is crawl underneath and just screw it in place from underneath where there's nothing blocking my access. Okay, time to get started. Okay, I just made another decision. I don't like complicated projects because they kill my desire to do them. Which is what I hate about the Monster, because everything on that is complicated. Even if it's a simple project, it always ends up being complicated. So when I started this project, one of my viewers told me about the window perch they made for their cat, and they had an inclined walkway that was carpeted. Well, I thought of that, and this 1x6 or 1x8, I guess, I don't know if that's 1x6 or 8, I think it's 6, but I used it on the end of my bed, and my cat understands steps. He doesn't understand inclines. He doesn't use them. So I was just thinking about that, and maybe he didn't understand it because it was too short and it was too steep for him. I don't know. So I'm looking at this is the longest 1x6 that I have, and if I just attach it to the head of my bed, it'll be a little bit lower. But to me, that still looks a little too steep. The only thing I could really do is pick him up and put him on it in the middle of it, so he has to go up or down. Maybe he'll figure it out then. But it won't be as steep if I bring the end of it down to the same level, right? I don't know. Would that be too narrow? Because it doesn't matter how far out I go this way, because I've got like 10-15 feet of wall space after the window, so and there's nothing there, so I don't have a problem, extending it out as far as I need to go. But I'm thinking I might need something a little bit longer. The only thing I have that's longer is my 2x4s, and well, 2x4 is not wide enough, and I don't want to use two. I don't want to waste that much 2x4 on something like that. So I don't know. So maybe when I go out today, I'll take a trip out to Home Hardware and see how long I can get 1x6s and see if there's anything. I don't need carpeting, just something non-slip for him, something that's comfortable on his feet. Because I'm not looking forward to that complicated step system. And that's probably one of the reasons that I just didn't want to come out in the cold, because I don't want to face that project, right? I don't know. But is that going to be wide enough? Because he's a white kitty. His feet are fairly wide apart. So I might have to get, I'll get 1x8 maybe. Yeah, that's only 5 inches, so 1x8. That would definitely be wide enough for him. But how much is that going to cost? Because it's going to be, I'm guessing, let's see if I can do this without knocking everything over. Yeah, this is 6 feet. So I'd probably have to go, I'm guessing 10 feet to get low enough angle for him so it's not so steep. Maybe I'll do that when I go out. I'm just not 100% ready to go out just, almost missed the chair. I'm not really ready to go out yet. There's not a whole lot else I can do out here right now. Because once this is done, I can take this upstairs. That'll give me my floor space back where I can work on my screen door for my bedroom. And then once that's done, then I can start working on the monster. I still haven't ordered the motor. And maybe think about some lights out here. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I got a lot to think about here. Let's see what I can come up with. Looking at the easy way out here. Okay, so I just got back from my tour. I'm not sure how well you can see this on video, but look at my front tire, and it's soft again. So it's still not holding there. It's not flat at this very moment, but it is low. So at the Home Hardware, and I can get 10-foot 1x8, and it's $18. So I'm probably gonna go that route. So I'm not gonna do it today, but I gotta take the basket off and. Uh-oh. I thought I had my adapter attached. I usually keep it with it. So I gotta look for the adapter for that. I get up to the celebrity and go pick it up. How long is that gonna take to find? Not long at all. Found it. Okay, so we're good to go. Oh, it's nice out. It's pretty breezy though. So I think the reason he didn't use it before, like I said, I think it was too steep, and it's just too narrow for him, because he's a tubby kitty and his legs are like far apart, so that might have been too narrow for him. So if I go with the 1x8, that should be better. And I'm not gonna put carpeting on it. I don't have anything I can use, and I'm not gonna buy just for that. It's too much. It's gonna be too much money. So what I think I'm going to do is, if I can find one, I have, excuse me, I know I have some up in my room, but I think I have this stuff here. This is just rubber shelf liner. And it is the same thing that I use for the front of the monster here to cover up the batteries at the opening. So, and again, I'm just going to use it. It's a no-slip surface. That's all I need. If his feet slip, they probably won't use it again. So if I use that, his feet won't slip on it, and hopefully he will make use of it. You won't have to keep jumping up on the bed. You can just climb up that way. So that means I can take this apart now, and I still gotta put this in here. I'll do this, and then I can take this upstairs and put it in the window for him. Just attach the spurt to the foot of my bed, and it's not gonna go anywhere. And he'll be able to sit in the window. And then when I get the 1x8, I'll probably just attach it to the foot of my bed as well, and just however long it is, and then make some supports for it, so it doesn't sag as he's walking on it, because that'll probably freak him out too. Cats don't like being on unstable surfaces. So, and I probably won't even have to attach it to this at all. So, I'll probably go that route. I'll hold on to all this anyways, just in case if he doesn't use the incline, which he should. I'm pretty sure once he figures out, it's a lot easier than, jumping up, grabbing the bed and crawling, pulling himself up. Once he realizes it's easier than that, and he'll probably do it. I guess I'll find out. I guess that's it. I'll start taking this thing apart now. Okay, so I got this piece out, and a 2x2 in there. I realized I might have, because I went with the, I'll have to check that. With the 2x2 in there, I have between 2 1/4 and or between 2.5 and 1.75 inches, so it should be okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not at 42 inches anymore, I'm now at 41. Dang it. So I'm probably going to have to bring this over to there, because I think I measured from like, the width of this. So I'm going to have to bring that over a bit. Otherwise, it won't reach the foot of my bed properly. And everything will be off by an inch. Okay, so I got to fix that now. Okay, I think I got it now. We're back to 42 inches. Okay, so I think I got upper done now. I can take that upstairs, stick it in the window for the putty tat, and then I'm not going to go back today. The next couple of days are going to be kind of nasty and cold, so I guess it looks like Thursday or Friday. I'll go out and I'll get the 1x8 and I'll look for my staple gun. I did see it out here at one point in time when I was looking through the boxes for something else. I don't know why, but I do remember seeing it. And I'll staple the rubber shelf liner onto it and take it upstairs and attach it, see what happens, see if he makes use of it or not. But for now, I guess this part is done. Take it upstairs and see if the pussycat makes use of it. I'm sure he will, because he's really interested in that window right now. So I guess that's all I got. I gotta take 3 screws up with me, screwdriver, so I can put the screws in here for the kitty cat. And I'm going to take my drill bit with me as well. My cordless drill, the new one that I bought, is still up in my bedroom where I was using it. So it's already up there, so I'll just take the drill bit with me, drill pilot holes in this, and screw it to the bed, and hopefully it'll stay in place. I don't think I'll have to attach it to the window ledge at all. It should be good and solid that way. And we'll see what happens. So I had to modify my curtain a bit because it went down almost to the floor. So I did mess up a little bit, and it is a little too high. Like, not much. Wait a second, why is that moving? I'm actually able to push it down. Why? I think it's because this piece of the floor is up higher. Because when I push down on it, this whole thing seems to revolve around this one little spot here. So that's probably the issue. I don't know. But either way, I don't think the cat's going to worry about it. But it is a little too high on this end. I can't get it underneath the window molding there, so it sticks out a little bit. So, but like I said, I don't think the cat's going to worry about it. So he's got like a ton of space here to lay on it. And well, I'll show you from the other side. You can see it's screwed into the bed frame just like I planned. Get a little walkway across to it. Now, he hasn't been on here yet. He was right here. I was over there trying to entice him over, but he sniffed it, and that's as far as he's got so far. But if he hears a bird outside and he comes running over to the window, I'm pretty sure he's going to check it out. The curtain's not going to matter. He knows how to pull that aside. He did plenty of that in Wingham. So I'll just kind of wait and see, and if I see him go in the window, I'll grab the camera and get some video of it. But for now, he's not. And once I get the walkway, once I pick up my 1x8, it'll go right beside here. I'll move this dresser over. I've got like a ton of space here that I can move it, and I'll put it here. And like I said, I've got like a long distance that it can go. I got 2 more of my shelves, big plastic shelves. I got 2 more to put in here, and I hopefully finally put these boxes on there. A lot of this stuff is to go out into the shed. I just haven't got to it yet. My basket on the floor there, it's got my welding blanket in it. I'm going to need it soon because the neighbor needs me to weld his lawnmower before he can use it. So I wanted to get this finished first, and now that this is decidedly complete, then I'm going to start working on the screen door for my bedroom here, and then I'll have the floor space available to do some welding. Oh my goodness. So it's really hot in here. It's like, oh, let me turn around here. My back, oh, I kind of hurt my back carrying that thing up the stairs. It's not heavy. It just, okay, I'm gonna get rid of that bright spot behind me. There we go. It's not heavy, it's just my back is so sensitive now. So I'm feeling it. Same place as usual. And that kind of hurt me leaning over like that. But I don't remember what I was talking about now. I don't know. Talk about welding the lawnmower. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. So I don't know if I've showed you this. This is my computer monitor setup because I'm laying in bed here all the time. I got the keyboard here. I just put it on my lap when I need to. And I got the mouse that I just use on the blanket beside me. But rather than looking to my left all the time like I was in Wingham, I put this wall mount up for my monitor, and I just slip it out in front of me just like that. So it's like right there, and it's not too far away. It's fairly close that I can actually see it, read everything on it. My new scanner scanning away. I got so much just junk stuff that I really don't have anywhere to put, right? It just kind of hangs out. And then I got all my other stuff over here. I got my candies, I got my discs that I am loading into the computer, my camera stuff, and the camera I'm holding here usually sits right here, so that's out of the way. I got my box of cereal, so if I get the munchies while I'm sitting here at the computer, I got something there. I got my Gatorade. If I want something other than coffee, which I do need once in a while, and I got a whole bunch of them stacked in there. I mean, it's adequate, right? But when I spend all day in bed, I need everything right beside me. And I considered making a shelf, just kind of like maybe here. Because in Wingham, I have the little blanket here beside me. He used to lay on this space, you know, in this, because the mattress isn't as wide as the box spring, so I got this extra space. He used to lay beside me. He can't obviously do that now. So I considered making this shelf. I can attach it to here. I can make a brace come down over to here to keep it from falling. And the edge of the bed, it's like, the wood is like right there. So I got lots that I can attach it to. I just don't know if I want to. I thought about that when I was in Wingham too, but not like that. I was going to do it across, so the shelf was actually above me here, and I had kind of a shelf, because this shelf was a little bit different. I did have this beside me, but it was turned sideways, so I had the width of it, sticking out this way, and I'd have to reach around to grab everything. That's why I changed it this way. But I thought, I that's wasted space that was right there, so I could have a support and have this shelf and everything, above my head, but that never happened either. I doubt I'll be changing anything here, but I don't know. I don't know, at some point in time, I will get to the point where I have a need for something, and if I'm not doing anything else at the time, then I'll get around to doing it, right? So all these shelves, I had this shelf on top of this. This one's different. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the bottom of it sticking up right there. That's the one that I had on here in Wingham. This one's from Ken's old, actually this whole thing's Ken's old computer desk. I get rid of my old one because it was all, well, it wasn't even a computer desk, it was my dresser, which is on the other side. Where all my external hard drives are right now. But this is Ken's old computer desk. He's getting a new one, so I grabbed this. It's got this little space in here, which is kind of cool. I got all this empty, wasted space under here, and the cat lays down here every once in a while. But I had a lot of wasted space there. So I made this support here for my monitor mount, and it's bolted down to it pretty good, all the way to the back. So it's not going to move this way, and it's not going to move this way. It's solid. It's not moving. So anyways, I got this upper part with the shelves and this white extra shelf on top. This was all sitting on top of my dresser. So I had all these baskets because I was using, when I was eating oranges and tangerines and clementines and that, they used to come in those little wooden boxes. I had those wooden boxes up in there. So I bought these, and unfortunately there wasn't room for 3, so I got little ones, so I couldn't find anything in between those two sizes. So I got one up here, which is holding my medications and stuff. But I had so much stuff in those shelves up there in Wingham, and now that I'm here, they're like empty. I have nothing to put in them. I'm thinking everything I had in them is still packed away. I had my flashlights, all my rechargeable stuff, my headlight that I used to use, all that stuff was in there. That's still packed away. I don't know where that is. So if we have a power outage, I've got my new lantern here now. That thing's pretty cool. It's got like a light on the bottom. I can use as a flashlight, or I can just, if I can, do this with one hand. I can pull the top up, and it's a lantern. Now, the advantage of this, other than the fact that, I've got light if the power goes out, is I can charge it by solar. I can charge it with a hand crank, or somewhere right there I can charge it with a power cord. So I have 3 ways of charging it, and if I need power for something, it's got a USB port on there. I can charge my phone with this thing. It holds a lot of power. It's supposed to last 34 hours on a charge, which is pretty cool. So that would translate into several days, because obviously, don't need it in the daytime. I guess that's it. So I'm gonna do what I need to do. I gotta load my scooter cam video into the computer, load this video into the computer, and start working on this video, I guess. And at some point in time, if the pussycat decides he's gonna go up in the window, I will try to get video of it. We'll see what happens. That's assuming he does it when I'm awake, because it's 4:07 now, and apparently it's 18 degrees out. Remember I said it was supposed to be 17. I saw 19 earlier, but that's Microsoft weather, so I will take a quick look here. And see what the weather network says. It still says 19. So give me a quick second here. There. I snapped a screenshot of that. Oh, it's not totally accurate, because it says it's overcast outside and I see sunshine. So it turned out to be a really, really nice day. This is why I like to be out in the afternoon, because I see 4:12 right now. So, normally this is when I'd be out doing stuff. But I'm ready for sleep right now. I'm ready to go to bed. Because I can't stay awake. My eyes are really sticky and sore. I have to sleep. And then I'll wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning and start the process over again, right? It's driving me nuts. But, I always end up going back to sleep in the morning, so at some point in time, that'll probably happen. Just not quite yet. But the next couple of days doesn't matter, because we got 2 more days of winter-ish type weather, and then it's going to warm up again after that. Temperatures in the teens every day, so looking forward to that. Hopefully this is the last of the snow. We're not supposed to get a lot, but a couple inches, I think. Well, a couple centimeters, I think they said, which is like half an inch. No, 2.5 centimeters per inch, so almost an inch of snow, but it won't last. Yeah, it won't stick around long. So anyways, I guess that's all I got. And before I finish this video, or finish editing this video, if the pussycat's in the window before that point in time, I will add that right here.